Yo, it's your boy P Dolla, aka You Know Say. And today we got two new ladies in the building with us. We got the lovely Miss Chris. Round of applause, round of applause, round of applause. And of course, we got the lovely Miss Bree in the building. Round of applause for her as well. Round of applause, round of applause. And yeah, they I don't think they ever did nothing like this before. No podcast and nothing, you feel me? So show them a little love or whatever the case may be. But how y'all day been? How y'all doing?
Going good.
Going
Just
good?
surviving.
Surviving?
Thank you for having me.
Of course, ain't none. Feel me? But I wanna set it off right now with the whole I don't know if y'all seen, but Lil Nas X, right? He got like this video and shit like that, and it got like suggestive images. You feel me? In it when it comes to like Satanism and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I feel like that type of shit is a very touchy subject in society. You feel me? Like religion in general is very touchy. And in addition to with that, he doubled down and got like some kicks too. Some Satan, they call them the Satan shoes. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Before we go any further, I didn't see the video. And I don't know, I'll probably give it a watch. But I'm not really into any of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like negative energy, evil type of shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't really even believe in the devil, honestly. I feel like humans are like the devils.
That's an interesting
You know what I mean?
concept.
But nevertheless, the shoes, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Them shits is hard.
They fire.
Them
I ain't
shits
even
is
gonna lie.
fire on the low. Like
With
them
your outfit too?
yeah, you know,
Fire.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, yo, them shits is hard, but it's like, damn, would I really be rocking them shits though? You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I did rock them, that shit would garner some attention that might not be wanted.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like a motherfucker dad might come out their face and say some wild shit, and
Got
then
the devil shoes on.
and then I really gotta get devilish on a nigga at that point. Feel me? But how y'all feel about the whole like you seen the video? I seen the video.
Nah, I ain't see the video, but I got one question. Where did the blood in the sneak, like whose blood where's he getting that from?
I think it's his. It's a drop of his blood in every sneaker.
I
Because
could
who's
believe
donating their blood?
That's a fact.
A drop of his blood mixed with
Like, when they make fake blood, it's just a drop of human blood
ridiculous.
mixed
Yeah,
in with
mixing with the
whatever
fake.
the fake stuff
With
in
the
there.
ink, the ink.
The ink color.
Yeah.
You better not get those sneakers.
Nah, I ain't gonna get them. They sold out today. But
He
actually,
didn't make that many pairs.
yeah, 666 pairs.
He ain't
To
got that
be
much
exact.
blood.
To be exact, you feel me? 666 drops. But funny enough, them niggas is getting Nike suing them. Nike suing the people who not Lil Nas, at least not right now, but they suing a company. I think it's Mischief, I believe, because they saying that we don't have no affiliation with that. Like they trying to say that they just stole our whole shit, like the
whole
template for the
concept,
shoe,
yeah.
and they did their own customization or whatever the case, and they like kind of portraying it to be like a Nike product. You know what I mean? And I can understand where they coming from because I'm pretty sure Nike was getting hella bad press for that shit. You know what I mean? Like people was like probably trying to boycott and all types of stuff. But nevertheless, how y'all feel about it though? Like how you feel about like his whole video and the shoes to go with it?
So I've never seen the video.
Mm-hmm.
Just hearing about what you're saying and hearing about the sneaker is not for me. So I'm religious. I went to Catholic school, taught Sunday school. It's not for me, but everybody's entitled to what they want to do in their own opinion. So I don't feel no type of way about him, but
Did
his
you see
videos,
him?
I didn't see the video, but I saw the sneakers.
Okay.
But I hear everybody talking about the video. You could do your own thing. You're creative. That's your art form. But it's kids out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's kids seeing this, and kids are influenced by what they're seeing. So now I'm just thinking about how many kids are going to watch this video and then be down with what he's doing, maybe because he's No.
Okay, so I want to play devil's advocate for a minute, right?
Yeah,
and add to the mix.
Uh-huh.
Because I saw the video. I liked the song before I even saw the video. Like, he gave a little snippet of how the song was going to sound. I'm like, oh, this sounds fire. I can't wait for him to drop it. Sounds fire. Then I saw the video. I'm like, oh, he's on a pole straight to hell. Like, I see you. Like, I heard you. But it's like, I get his idea where it's like, okay, all these years, people have been using, the Bible to shame him. So for him, it's kind of like, yeah, now I'm going to show you one and be like, all right, I'm doing this for me. I'm going to use this now against you guys to make fun of it. Like, I get what he's saying. To me, it was more like a pardon video. Like, you guys are saying I'm going straight to hell, so let me show you what it would look like for me to go to hell, since that's what you guys keep portraying on me, because I'm so evil, because I'm gay or whatever else is going on with him. So, you know, I get it, where it's like, oh, it's offensive to other people, but I have a kid, and it's like, I don't let my kid watch certain things because I don't want him to see it. So that's on you as a parent to make sure your kid is not watching a TV channel that's not for them, because his videos is not for children. He even said Old Town Road. Yeah. He was like, that song was not even for kids. Like, I worked at a school too, and my students were jamming to the song, dancing around. I'm listening to the words, like, he definitely was talking about taking lean and popping pills. Like, if you really listen to the words, like, this shit is not for kids. Like, but people let their kids listen to it because it's pop. And it's like, not all pop music is for children. That's why there's Kids Bop for kids, you know? The kids version.
True. But just to piggyback off what you said, I feel like this video and shit like that, because I watched the Genius I guess lyric video, you know, when the artist explained he was just saying like, yo, the song is about him meeting somebody like for the first time, and like how he kind of was just falling for son or whatever the case may be. So if you listen to the words, it's about like that experience. He was like, it was mad literal, the words. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure, like you said, people was attacking him for being gay and all that type of, you know what I mean? Like doing whatever he wanted to do. And a lot of the time with religion, it's against the code. It's against morals to have like same-sex relations or whatever the case may be. So it's almost like he's like throwing it back in everybody's faces. Like, yo, all right, if you see I'm going to go to hell, fuck it, I'm just going to embrace it at this point.
I'm showing you what it looks like. Me going to hell. I'm going to strip my way down to hell, then I'm going to twerk on the devil, because that's basically what he's showing. If that's where he's going, he was twerking on the devil. So if I'm going to hell and I'm gay and I like to dance and do all this stuff, I'm going to go to hell and I'm going to twerk on the devil, because if that's where, you know, religious people are saying I'm going, then like you said, he's embracing it. Like, all right, this is what it looks like. People may not like it, but hey, do you embrace yourself? Like,
so do y'all feel like it be like contradictions with
with religion?
Yeah.
So like I said, I'm Catholic, all that stuff, right? Every part of the Bible I don't rock with, like,
because certain things is real crazy.
Adam and Eve. So I went to school, Brooklyn College, shout out to BK, and I got a bachelor's in biology. So I'm more scientific. So I don't believe in that all Adam and Eve, they took a rib from the man and made. I don't believe in none of that. I like girls myself, but I'm Catholic. Hallelujah, Jesus, amen, all that. But I'm bisexual. I would date a girl if I found a girl that I want to be with. I don't think everything in the Bible is not meant to be
taken literally, right?
Yeah, my grandmother's
literally. It's like, you're supposed to,
or even people who grew up back then are very like strict and follow the Bible. It's cold. Like for me, when I go to church, I don't like to drink wine, communion, because all the old people be in church coughing and then they drinking off the cuff. Then I gotta drink off of them. And then my grandmother's
coronavirus.
Then my grandmother is like, you don't have no faith in the Lord. It's a lot. And people who go to church, they be sinning.
Of course. I feel like everybody at this table is a sinner. I know at least.
I
know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And niggas be doing shit and don't even really be thinking about that shit.
And we got our Jesus pieces on. You know
what I'm saying? Like you dad could be you know what I'm saying? Like a faithful church goer. You know what I mean? Heavy on the faith and all that shit, and still do like go against the grain. You know what I mean?
It says don't do to others what you don't want them to do to you. So even if, let's say, I have a issue with same-sex relationships or whatever, if I'm following the word of the Bible, don't do to others what you wouldn't want done to you. So you could have your same-sex relationship. I'm going to just play it over here, cool, mind my business. It has nothing to do with me. But unfortunately, that's not the world we live in.
Facts. But hold on. You brought up a little interesting topic, you feel me? Like the whole bisexuality thing. You into girls too?
It's like, how to put it? I like girls, to put it like, ooh, you're pretty, you're nice. And if you want to touch on me, cool, I don't care. But to be like, I'm going to do that to you. It's limits to it. Like,
so you would get your box 8 by another girl, but
I would not return the favor. I'm just being honest.
Word? How you feel about that? Whoa, what about you?
To each his own. Like, I don't really see myself being serious with a female, because I see myself in my adult life with a man, kids, the way we think it's supposed to be done. But hey, if I like a girl, I used to talk to a girl. Like, I had my friend give her my number, and I saw her in the store, and I'm like, you're visually stunning. Like, it is what it is. To each his own.
You ever did things?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Okay.
Like,
Nah,
it's
cause no,
2021. Like,
but no. It's funny that you say that because I feel like it's a double standard when it comes to like bisexuality between men and women. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's more. See how y'all could have this open conversation like, oh yeah, you know I eat a box chicken, da 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 da. Niggas cannot do that around other niggas.
But
like
you know why?
Why? Tell me.
Females are feminine and fraily and pretty and nice, and males are supposed to be masculine and hard. And two hard things together doesn't sound nice, right? Like two rocks hitting together don't sound good, but two flowers in the same pot, it's like, oh, that's so nice.
That pot.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that pot is so nice because you know it's the standards from young, not just the standards that come into play when it's sexuality. Now it's the things that they instilled in us from kids. Like, this is how we're supposed to be. And that's why it's like, if you guys were looked at as more feminine and, be okay to cry and okay to do certain things, then I don't think it would be such a double standard. It's the masculinity and that feministness.
And you're conditioned just from society from way back into this is what a man is and this is what a female is, right? I feel like when you talk about the double standards, I think about people saying, well, little boys shouldn't be doing this or shouldn't be doing that. And I'm like
crying, for example.
Nah,
right?
I'm okay.
No, but people, well, at least I know when I grow up, like, how I was growing up and shit like that. If I was crying with somebody, like, you don't cry like don't act like a little girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, I heard things like that. You know what I mean?
I catch myself even now to this day doing that to my son, and he's about to be 5, and certain things he do, and I feel like it's too feminine. I even catch myself like, what are you doing? Like, he'll put his hands on his hips. He'll be like, because he's in a house full of females, and it's like, you're taking on feminine traits.
Right.
And I do want you to be more masculine. I don't feel like there's an issue with there being a separation, and I'm not saying it's wrong for him to do those things, but it's like, I want you to have manly qualities too, not just the female qualities you're seeing in the house.
Nah, especially, I want to piggyback on what you said too, because like, if you let that shit fly, it's like, it's whatever, it's your prerogative. But at the same time, I feel like the media and everything, like with how these kid shows and all that shit now, like there's a certain agenda being pushed. And it's a certain, and like I said, I don't have no problem, no quarrels with anybody in that realm. It's just, I just feel like a lot of the times people don't allow the children to make the decisions on their own. And I'm not just talking about the parents. I'm talking about just media and shit that they see on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Like, certain narratives be pushed.
So I have something to say to that. So I was on Facebook the other day. I was arguing with a guy. He was upset because Disney or Disney Plus or whatever had a movie where a child is coming out to the father. And it's like, why should children see that? But I'm like, there are young kids at 6 years old who, from young, they know what they like, or they're showing certain traits that, okay, they might be gay or they might be bisexual. And I'm like, those kids need to see positive roles of people that look like them in the media. Why is it okay for a little kid to see a guy and a female, a male and a female kissing, but you can't see a guy and a guy or a girl and girl kissing? And I'm a kid growing up and I'm bisexual or I'm a lesbian or gay. So now I don't have any positive images of what I identify as. And now I'm scared to come out because everything that everybody else is saying, what I shouldn't be. And then now, it's so many little kids. I'm talking about young middle school killing themselves because they don't feel like it's okay to be who they are.
But you know what the main culprit of that type of shit is, honestly? And we literally just discussed it. It's the religion. It's the religion aspect, because the same way you say, oh, like, it should be that type of shit, da-da-da-da. But if you believe in something that's saying you shouldn't be doing that, like, on what side do you stand? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like in anything in life, like, it's okay. You can see shit from both sides, but you always got to pick a side on something. So if you're going to be like, yo, let people be free, da-da-da-da, you can't really say, like, yo, I'm a devout Christian. I believe, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could believe in God, but you can't jack a religion. You know what get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's almost like you're contradicting yourself. Religion itself is already contradictory, but if you're gonna say, like, yo, let people be free, let people da-da-da-da, or if my son, whatever, like, yeah, or if I, like, for example, you say you bisexual, yada, yada, yada. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a certain line that gotta be drawn.
I'm a disagree with you on that one, because I feel like religion isn't something that's set in stone and should be so cut and put. Like, the Bible is like an instruction manual. Like, I'm not gonna interpret an instruction manual the same way you are, the same way you are, the same the way the next person is. It's up to me to kind of read it and kind of figure out what to do to build what I need to build. So if you're going into religion as something for comfort, for guidance, for peace, you're supposed to interpret it based on what's going on with you, not based on somebody else's interpretation. So it's like people take things too literally, and that's the issue with religion, because it's the way it's taught. People teach it to people like, oh, follow this, that, and the other. You're supposed to follow the 10 Commandments. You're not supposed to break them. Like, yes, I get it. It's there. That's a guideline on what you should do and what you shouldn't do, but that doesn't mean that every single person has to follow all those rules. Like, yeah, you shouldn't do this to your neighbor. Yeah, you shouldn't do that. But come on, you can't have sex till marriage. Like,
nah, yeah, that's crazy. Sex
like
is crazy.
that's things that the Bible, if it was made in 2021, if God was to come down right now, I bet you the Bible would be completely different from when it was made in how many BC, because that's the times that they lived in. Like,
it's primitive.
Not like we're getting
it was
an
more
updated
primitive.
version.
Nah, that's a fact.
So you got to update it with
it probably
the
was
times.
like maybe like 20
20
niggas in the village.
If you
feel
think
me?
about it,
Yeah,
everybody's
yeah.
related. So
Back in
don't
the-
have sex before marriage, because it's like, let's make sure we marry you not to your cousin
It was
to
like
make sure
10.
things not
It was
too
like
crazy.
10 niggas in the village. Everybody doing everything with each other. You feel me? So they just kept it tight knit. So I mean, them rules could easily be applied.
Exactly.
But nowadays, it's like, nah, boy. Realistically, nah.
Billion people. You
Hell
telling
no,
me I
hell
gotta
no.
wait to make sure to marry somebody to
I
have
know people
intercourse,
that don't
and then
even
you make
wanna
sure
get
you don't
married.
Even, you don't exactly,
Yeah.
and because it's a legal thing. It's like, do I really want to wait?
Right.
To marry you for you to possibly take all my money, or me possibly take all your money, or whatever else
Facts.
works.
Facts.
And then the sex is bad too. Like,
Talk
damn.
about it. Talk about it.
Do we
Talk
need
about it.
marriage?
I feel like
I
we
don't feel
don't.
like we
I
don't.
feel like we don't, but
Nice.
no. The idea of it, the idea of it is
It's
nice,
nice.
but a lot of the times, like you said, it's more contractual than anything. You feel me? I feel like if I always said this shit, if two people really love each other and they care about each other, like, you could be married to each other, like, mentally, spiritually, physically. You don't necessarily have to put your name on a dotted line just to solidify that shit. You know what I mean?
That's how my cousins are. They've been
Like-
together for maybe, my cousin just is turning 22 tomorrow. So they've been together from anywhere from like 22 to 28 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not married. They got 3 kids together. They live together, have a crib together. And they're not married, and they're in a common law marriage? Because after you live with somebody for 10 years, legally you still married to them. So either way, you don't sign that paper, the government still gets you like, all right, y'all just can't separate because y'all been together for so long.
What's it called? This is new.
Common law.
law.
10 years. After 10
you're with
years, you
somebody-
live together.
Wait,
You can't
what?
just leave.
Yeah, I was
Wait,
common
so
law
wait,
marriage.
hold on. If you live with somebody for 10 years,
That's
like
your wife.
That's your wife by law. Common
That's
law
your
marriage.
wife.
You got.
well,
You
all right,
can't
so
just leave this
okay.
house. You
What
can't-
type of rules come with that though? Like the same
I can
rules?
still get some of what you have. Like, it's not as tight knit, but it's still like it's
You could
harder
get
for you to
alimony,
just
alimony
leave.
and shit like that.
I don't think you get alimony, but it depends on the assets. Like, if we built a house together during that 10 years, even if you spent all the money in the house and I only gave you $1, I'm still
I'm
entitled
with
to
you.
half
That's
that
my
house.
money.
That's my house. One of us gonna have to
Ooh, I see.
give in.
Woo.
It's different. You get this. The laws. It's the city though. I feel like the city trying to control people and get money though, because to me that's crazy. Like, how you gonna tell me how that works?
I see why niggas be killing their wives and their husbands. I see why. That's some crazy shit. Like, what? Come on now. Nah, that's crazy though. Like, automatically, just cause
10 years. It's not automatically like if you
It's something you
gonna
gotta
leave this
go.
person. I think after 9 years you should go get a change of address. So then come back after a year. So then start the 10 years all over again, because that's probably the only way you're gonna get out of it.
I never heard this shit before. I'm glad y'all teaching me something. Y'all probably teaching a lot of. I never heard this shit before, so I already know it's niggas. Probably this news to everybody. You feel me? But how y'all feel? I got a question to ask y'all. Like, how y'all feel about like gender appropriated roles? Because I was watching like a skit on Instagram, whatever the case may be, right? And it was like where a girl and her friend, like, it was a boyfriend, his girl, and a friend. The girl is like, yo, you gonna pay for me and my friend? Da 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 da. The nigga like, nah, like, oh no, he was just like, yo, split the bill, whatever. Like, just 2 separate checks. He gonna pay for his girl and she pay for herself. She like, oh, like why you want to do that? Like, you not a man? Da 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 da. The nigga was like, and then the nigga said some funny shit. He was just like, oh, so if you talking like that, then just go in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. You feel me? If you gonna say like, yo, men gotta do this or women gotta do that, how y'all feel about that type of shit? Like, you feel like a man, as a man, like, niggas is obligated to do certain things,
That's whack.
or you feel like it should just be off of, like, I guess how much you fuck with the person or whatever.
That's whack.
What's whack?
Like, and you know, I think it depends on your upbringing. So, like, for me, for majority of my life, I lived with my father. So him raising 2 daughters, he's like, yo, you don't need no, like, have your own money. You know, take the garbage out yourself. Change the locks. Change the light bulb. So I'm very independent in that sense. So if I go out with a guy, I got my own money. So I probably got money for him. You my bitch. Like it is what it is. Like, I'm
Never
not.
could be Dolla.
Like,
But you see how you said that? You my bitch is still the cross of the standards. Like somebody got to take control. Somebody
I'm
has
used to being in control. Like, if the bill comes,
then you're the man in a relationship.
I don't even want to sit and figure out. If the bill come, I don't even want to have to sit and figure out and ask a man, like, yo, here you go. Whatever. Let's get this over with. Let's get this done with. It's not. That's just how I was raised. Now, for other females, everything is different. You know, some things are different. Like the other day, maybe like, I'm going to say like 3 weeks ago or something, I was going out. And the young man lived not too far from me. And my sister's like, why he not picking you up? He drive. He could have picked me up, but no, that's okay. One, I don't want you to know where I live. Two, is like, I could get there by myself. If I got to take an Uber, I'm going to take an Uber by myself. And she's like, what? That's mad weird. Like, he lives like maybe like 30 blocks from us and he can't pick you up. It's all about your mindset and how you were raised and what you think a man's role is and what you think a female's role is.
It definitely depends on how you were raised, because you see how you were raised by a male. I was raised by a strong West Indian female, and she's a single mom, and she was raising other people's kids, and she's like, you can't go deal with no man that's not doing something for you. Like, you can't go lay up with no man and he can't give you a soap to wash your back. Like, she's very like, basically a nigga got to be doing something first for you to even be dealing with him, which is good qualities to install, because it's like, if you think about it, a lot of these niggas expect a lot from you. So it's like, my mother's advice always sits in the back of my head. Like, you know what? I keep that in my head, but I got my own money. So you know what? I want to go out. You're not taking me out. I'm going out myself. You can't even come with me. I'm going to take my homegirl out and pay for her food. Because why the fuck should I pay for you to eat, for you to fuck me after? And it'd be like, now I just went home with a wet pussy in a dry pocket. Not even a dry pocket. It's even more dry because I done fed myself, probably paid for my own Uber. Like, I just can't wrap my head around it, because my mother, I hear her in the back of my head like, you fucking idiot, yeah, like, what are you doing? Like, I can't. It's just
as a young female, it's so hard to find a male in our age group who comes with what we want, right? So for me, I've been in a situation where I was dating somebody, I'm Ubering in his house one way, $60, giving him money for rent, giving him money for his car, broke down Ubers, and it's like, what am I getting in return? And I think that's a flaw in me. I'm just too giving, and I'm just too nice.
Yeah, and I can't do it.
That's a flaw within myself, but it's hard to. I mean, men want a lot from females.
Because you
like what? Like what? What type of thing? What type
y'all
of?
be wanting us to feed y'all, take care of y'all,
give you what you want, when you want it, how you want it.
Hold on. Wait, hold on.
What we
Feed
gonna
y'all, take care of y'all. Fuck y'all. The only thing I'm asking for is a little sucking fuck. You feel me? That's the only thing. I don't really ask for nothing from female. Me personally, I'm talking about me.
Exactly. What do I benefit by sucking and fucking you? Because I can fuck myself with my vibrator and get that same nut off, because that's what I do on a regular. Like, and that's why niggas be looking at me like I'm crazy, because it's like I'm gonna take myself out.
The trade-off is you get the satisfaction of being with a nigga you like.
Nah, man, that's not enough. Because if that's
I'm saying, case, and what comes with that, I'm not saying yo just being with me.
What comes with that?
Nothing but stress.
Oh, see, y'all got a negative mindset. You feel me? I'm pretty sure y'all had niggas take y'all out and do nice things, go on well, I don't know if y'all, but go on trips with niggas, that's a possibility. You feel me? Like, just shit in general. Like, you know what? Come on now, don't act like you ain't never a nigga never did nothing nice. Don't make it seem like niggas never did nothing nice for y'all. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, because y'all already see how this is going.
The ratio is not the same. Like, the amount of niggas that be expecting me to just put out just because they like me. Because they be like, oh, I like you.
How many niggas you took out?
I took out like 2-3 niggas. No, I don't take niggas out. Like, I gotta really fuck with you and really care for you for me to take you out. You'll know if I really like you from first if I feed you. That's my first step. I'ma feed you, because that's me. I'ma cook for you. I'ma feed you. I'ma buy you stuff you like. I'm one of those people. Don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem spending money on people, but you have to have done stuff for me first. Like, I gotta see you know how y'all saying, you know exactly how you said, like, oh yeah, niggas don't got nothing to offer, but probably just dick. I feel like from my experiences,
That's all females be having to offer half the time. You
But
feel
it
me?
depend on the
At
circumstances.
least from my experience.
It depend on the circumstances, right? So if
We
y'all
ain't even
just
gonna do that.
fucking,
Then that's
all
what I'm
she
giving
got,
you.
all she got to offer is pussy.
Exactly,
All you got
'cause
to
all you
offer
got
is
is
dick.
dick.
But if
No,
it's
no,
more
no.
than
She
that,
probably got more to offer, but that's all she offering.
Because or
it
you're
might
giving
be
us
a
dick.
reason
Why am I giving you
why.
more?
She gotta feel like there's a reason to offer all of what she got. If she don't feel like
Exactly.
it's a reason to offer all of what she got, she ain't offering it.
I
And
mean,
that's just how it goes.
I mean that could be true.
Exactly.
I
Like, I'm not
wouldn't
gonna show you the
rule.
best of me.
I wouldn't
the
rule
worst
that
of
out,
you.
but I don't know, man. I feel like I feel like it's a bit contradictory though, because y'all saying, yo, yeah, I do this, I do that, da 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 da, but then y'all were just saying like, oh yeah, I got my own money, I do this, da 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 da, but it don't seem like y'all want to do those things.
I don't want to.
We don't
What
want to
the
have
fuck?
to. I want a man to
take care of me.
females want a man to be a man, right? But majority of men can't be a man.
So I gotta be a man
What,
and a
what-
woman.
and
I
what?
gotta
Hold on,
do
what's
both.
being a man? Explain that. Explain that to the people. What's being a man in y'all opinion?
Where you want me to start?
Start from the beginning. What's being a man? I'm just curious to know.
Being a man, right? I don't know. Nah.
Being
But seriously.
being a man is like, it's being a particular female's man is like, yo, if she got a situation, she ain't gotta ask. You handling it for her. Even if she not even asking you for it, you gonna handle it for her. Being a man is like, yo, I know sis get off at work at 2:50. I get off at 2:50. You get off at work at 2:50. You there to pick me up when you can. You there to pick. I'm showing up and I don't even know you outside. You there. You're doing things for me that I didn't even know I needed you to do.
Exactly. Like I dealt with somebody and he was a man. Like this nigga used to show up to my house with flowers for me and my mother. Like, what the hell? Like, oh shit. You coming with food for me and the whole house. Like you thinking smart, because it's like you doing things to know, like, damn, I really care for her and care for the people around her. Like that to me is really being a man. Like showing me you care for not only me, but the people around me. If you taking me out on a date, you like, oh, yeah, let's do something kid friendly. Let's bring your kid. Let's do something that's including not only me, but the people I care about. That shows a lot. And being a man is also like, being strong and taking care of things. Like you gotta be in control, but not really in control. Put it that way.
In a better place. So I feel like I'm in an okay place at my age right now in my life. But if you meet a man and he can get you to a better place, whatever you want, I'm giving. Whatever it is, I'm gonna give. Like, but it's hard to find that.
Kind of impossible.
Interesting.
Niggas want to cheat. Everybody want to cheat.
Interesting takes. I hear what y'all saying. What y'all saying is actually pretty valid. I don't really have no argument.
Let's get a man's perspective.
Yeah, because why do y'all do what y'all do? That's what I want to know.
Why we do it? I mean,
Yeah,
I can
what's
only
the
speak for
logic?
myself.
Words and
Okay,
I
so
don't
what's your
know. I
logic?
don't know what these other niggas do, and I'm not even gonna even try to understand what niggas do, because niggas is weird. And I say this shit, I don't fuck with niggas at all. Like I really don't. But for me, I feel like, and I kind of said this on a previous episode, but I feel like when I'm just fucking with a shorty, just starting, I ain't going front. I'm not doing that 110%, because not a lot of the times, but it's a possibility that I won't rule out that she could just be taking advantage of the situation. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women do that shit. They take advantage of niggas because they might be like, oh, he might, he a simp. You know what I'm saying? I could use this nigga to drive me around, buy me nice. And you won't necessarily really fuck with that nigga at all. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I'm not trying to be one of them niggas.
But it depends on what you got to offer. So it's like, if you're not offering much, right, then you should put your best foot forward, right? To be the best you can be. If you're a scammer ass nigga and you balling at all kind of sorts, or you're not only scammers, but like if you're like a basketball player, or like if you're uppity, you got like mad shit and you baller-ish, then I could understand you being like, let me not go take this girl out to dinner, because it's like she may just be wanting to use me for mad free meals, because this is what all these females do. But if you're a regular person with a regular car, because Ubers is nothing, working a regular job, come get me, come take me out to eat and cut the shit, because it don't make no sense.
Wait, hold on. You said, time out. You said if you a scamming nigga doing all this shit, you don't have to do that. But if you're a regular nigga, you have to do that.
I need some bags.
That's not what I said. What I said was, if you said you don't want to basically be taken advantage of. So if you're not an uppity person that don't have something for somebody to take advantage of, meaning scammers and up, because drug dealers are underneath that level because scammers got more money. So unless you're a scammer, basketball player, something uppity, then you don't have no reason to act like, all right, this girl's trying to use me for dates. Like if you work a regular job the same way I work a regular job, like what I'm using you for? Like what you got for me that I don't got for myself?
And
That's
she makes a
subjective.
good point. About a month ago, somebody was picking me up from work, dropping me home, and I live 28 miles from my job, paying tolls, all that. And he had no choice to because he wasn't an uppity person, as you like to put it. So if you're trying to fuck with me, but you're not where you need to be, put your best
fucking foot
and
forward.
if that
Don't
means
give
picking
no
me
half-ass
up
it,
and
please.
taking an hour and a half to get me from my job to my house, then that's what you got to do.
Exactly.
Unless you got something else you could offer.
Because the same way you put in your half-ass foot forward, the same uppity person is trying to talk to the same person too, probably, and putting their best foot forward. Oh, you want to go eat at this place? You want to go here? You want to go shopping? You want to go on vacation? You want to drive my car? Niggas be trying to show you the moon and back. So it's like, if I'm trying to give you some play, basically, like, all right, let me talk to somebody that's like not on that level. And it's like, you half-assing me. It's like, damn, how dare you? Like, how dare you try to half-ass me when this nigga trying to show me the moon and the stars?
I only got one
like,
thing to say about that, right? If you gonna do that, fellas, if you gonna do that shit, make sure you like the shorty, you feel me? Like, if you doing that, all that extra shit just for some pussy, my nigga, you wildin'. Like, you're wildin'. Don't do that. This is me talking. This is Dolla saying this shit. Don't do that shit just for no pussy. You all that extra shit that she naming. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that shit. If you like shorty, if you really want to be with her, if you really fucking with her. But if you doing all that shit just for ass, bro.
But if you making
fucking
like
the game up.
niggas
That's
be
it.
making
You
like
wildin'.
a good, like some people dead be making like a good like 10-pack a day. So if you're making a 10-pack a day, then no cap, you just splurging on a bitch just for some pussy is legit not even anything to you, because
it ain't tricking
like
if you got it. It ain't tricking if you got it. It
So
ain't
it's
though.
like,
It ain't
fuck
though.
it.
Nah,
Like-
it ain't though. But still though, I'm not jacking it. I'm not jacking it.
You're
I'm
not jacking it because you're not in that current predicament. I'm telling you, if you was making
No,
like
I'm telling
100K
you.
a day type shit, I'm telling you, you wouldn't care to be just taking random bitches out to eat.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. If I was making 100K a day, I'm doing the same thing I'm doing to keep making
That's
100.
what he's
I'm not even
lying.
worried
He's
about.
lying.
I'm not lying. I'm keeping it a
He's
buck. And if
lying.
you know me, you know me, nigga. Why would I lie? Nigga, never do. I don't lie. 2021, we not lying no more. What this niggas talking about? Anyway, let's switch gears though. I don't know. I got a question to ask y'all. This could be interpreted in multiple ways, but what's something that y'all are completely over and done with doing? It could be anything. It could be it could be anything in your life, something that you want to eliminate out your life. Like it could be, something, maybe some type of food you want to eat.
Putting other people's feelings first. I have a bad habit of doing that. It's to the point where I've been in situations where I'm laying in bed with somebody crying because I'm unhappy, but I'm like, you know what? You my nigga, so I'm going to rock with you despite X, Y, and Z. So now I'm home in the house. I'm sad. And I can't, nope, not happening. I'm not bringing that into my 30s. Not doing it.
I don't know. I can't think of nothing, to be honest, because I'm really one of those people that after like a few times of me not liking something, I'm very easy to be like, I'm done. Like I'm not a fighter. I don't got the time. I don't got the patience. Like I can say I would like to start vacationing more. That's something I would like to start doing. It's nothing I would want to stop doing because I already done cut out everything I don't like. If I don't like it, you're out of here. About it.
Well, my shit is really, it don't really have anything to do with people. Like, but it's just like unnecessary spending. I need to learn how to save more. I really have a problem with spending. Like, that's all I do. I spend. I don't really save like that. You feel me? Like, and it's something that I'm trying to work on because I don't know. Like, I'm the type of I'm a compulsive like buyer.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's something I like and I could get it shit right then and there, I'm gonna get it right then and there. I'm not even gonna hesitate, think twice. Like, oh damn, should I? Could I? What I? No. I'm just gonna do this shit. You feel me? Like I just be on go when it comes to that type of shit. And then it could be it. Typically, it'd be clothes and food. That's what a lot of my money go to. Clothes and food. I like to eat good and I like to look good.
I probably should have said the same thing. Like, I'll spend $350 in Mac, one shop. The week before spring break started, I spent over $400 Ubering from my job to my house for 4 days. The 5th day, somebody dropped me or whatever. Like, Like,
Spending-
it is what it is.
Spending, is a lot, but I feel like for everything you buy, try to put back what you spent. So it's like if I spent $150 on this item, try to put in like your pot like $100. Like I like to drink, so in my liquor bottles, even that's my kids' piggy bank. Like money goes inside the liquor bottles because you can't get it out. So if I know I spent like $100 today, money goes inside of that bottle because I know I spent today. Because I good at saving, but I'm a binger, so I can do really good at not spending no money. Be mad cheap. As soon as I spend, I'm spending 2-3K. I'm not buying just one item. I'm splurging. So it's like, I feel like, don't ever feel like, oh, you're overspending. Just try to portion yourself, because don't be like me and binge spend. Because I'm good at saving, but it's the binge spending. You be like, oh, I save mad money. Your account be looking real nice. Like, ooh, I can afford this. And then you'd be like, oh shit, I done bought up the whole store. Like, damn.
I'd be like that. I ain't gonna front. But okay. Another question I want to ask y'all is, what's the biggest lesson life has taught you so far?
Life taught me
Get
a lot
up
of
and
lessons.
keep going. So, it's kicked out of school. So let me take it back. So I'm dyslexic. I used to go to speech when I was younger as well. Struggled through school, caught on track, got to college. I always had a sheltered. I passed it to you. I always had I had a shelter upbringing. So when I got to college, I got my first real boyfriend. I started finally working my first real job, and I was just wilding out. And I failed, and they kicked me out of school. And then for my 24th birthday, my father paid for me and my older sister to go away for my birthday. I forget where we went, and he got the letter at the house. He always checking my mail. And he finds out that I got kicked out of school, and he's paying out of pocket for me to go to school. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I got kicked out of school. I was depressed. I was sad. Like, out of all people, how did I get kicked out of school? Because I was supposed to be the one to make it. And then eventually I just went back and I did what I had to do, and now I'm in a better place. Keep going. No matter what, keep going.
I'm happy for you.
Even if you get kicked out of school 2 times, keep going.
That's a fact. Keep grinding. Keep grinding. You feel me? Word, gangster. I always preach that shit on my podcast. You know what I'm saying? I be going through my little woes with this shit, but I'm just starting. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be times where I be like, damn, like, do I even want to keep doing this shit for real? But I'm like, yo, like she said, you got to keep going, because you never know that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to you for that, because I started a YouTube after the first video. I was like, yeah, I can't. And I just stopped. I was like, yeah, this is too much for me. I got one video up.
What you was doing though on YouTube?
Nothing. Like, people always tell me, like, when they see me on Instagram and Snapchat, like, I should do a YouTube, because I don't know, they think I'm very entertaining. So I was just trying to do it, and it was just like a get to know me video. It was my first YouTube video, whatever, and I posted it, and then I was like, yeah, I ain't got time for this. Like, it took me like 5, like, just keep recording and recording until I got it right. And it's like, my little sister, shout out to her, she got a YouTube, she got a huge following. So hopefully she make it.
Dedication, because people tell me the same thing.
Sorry, not to cut you. Give a little shout out though. Get your sister a shout out. What's her
YouTube? Channel?
Yeah.
Keeping Up With Now. She go to PU, Penn State. Yeah, that's my little sister, my only little sibling.
Yeah, Keeping Up With Now. You feel me?
Now, what I was gonna say though, it's definitely about keeping the following up, because people tell me the same thing. Like, oh, you talk so good. Like, you always have something to say. Do something. You're not the only person. Like, other people tell me the same thing, and it's like, I was like, I'm gonna do a YouTube channel. I was gonna do like sex toy reviews, like, ooh, because I'm like, I've reviewed mad toys for people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't got the time or the patience though. Like, I really don't.
You could come on, clear it.
You want a recommendation? Don't get me started. Don't let me go on my Amazon cart, people.
Listen, I got a few gadgets in my drawer.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
When it comes to toys, and that little rose that people I was just about to talk about. Don't got nothing on the shit in my.
I heard the rose is bullshit. I heard that shit be just punching. It just be punching.
First of all, I don't understand why people are so impressed by that, because it's just for like clit stimulation, right? Yeah. I have a toy that's similar to the rose. It has the same suction shit, and it has like the dildo piece at the end. Like, it's amazing. Like, I don't understand. You know what? That is probably the color. But anyways, it's just great. Like, it's a great toy. But let me give you a recommendation, right? It's like a suction toy, right? I want to show it to you, because it's better that you see it, because you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this toy is so amazing.
Would you use toys on a man if he was open to it?
Yeah, I would, because you know what? Why the hell not? Like, I don't care. Like,
what about you?
I don't care.
I don't care. It is what it is. You like what you like, as long as you making me feel good.
I feel like everybody's an adult.
All right.
Like, it is what it is.
So we got this one, right? The people can't see it, but
Let me see what
it's
it is.
like it's a machine one.
Ooh,
So
I wanted to
it's you put it and it like it goes like this, like say it's like this and it goes like this, like on the machine, like just
But I
like this.
wouldn't
And
want
it
Oh,
just,
it's like a it's like the it's
yeah.
what
but
they call those shits?
it's like kind of like a fuck machine or
yeah,
something.
fuck
but
machine. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like something similar to that, and it like vibrates though. This one vibrates. Most of them don't vibrate. So this one vibrates, and it's called the realistic dildo machine. Then it's like another one for your clit. Like that one, this one is way better than the rose stuff because it's a suction and it licks. Like the rose is nothing. Like it's overly hyped up. Like these girls are selling it to y'all for $40, and when I start my line, I'm gonna sell it for cheaper, guys. Like,
Talk about it.
Let me know. I'm gonna get one
because I can't.
So let me ask y'all son. Since we on the topic of sex and all that shit, like, what's more better for you? You feel me? Like, do y'all like size better, or is it like the motion in the ocean, like how he work it? You feel me?
It's the
strokes
motion in the ocean.
Because I've had from the biggest, no, I won't say the smallest, but I've had from the biggest to the average, and the biggest was like really painful because he didn't know what he was doing. But then I had like the similar size for somebody who knew what they was doing in the ocean. Then I had like average that was like, ooh, you felt as good as like the big person who knew what they were doing because your motion was like extra good. So it's definitely all about how you know what you're doing.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, fellas. I ain't gonna hold you.
Take a little wine class, learn how to
same
move.
thing. It's
like
the motion of the ocean. I never really experienced somebody we would say who had an extremely I'm gonna say penis, an extremely large penis, maybe like one person, but it just.
What's the definition of extremely large though?
Yeah.
Like how many inches we thinking?
Okay, that is if you 9 and up, no.
That's like average. Nah, let me not.
That's
that's definitely not average. I ain't
Whoa,
gonna hold you.
that's
That's
my
not
average.
average.
Nah,
That's
you
not
over-
average. Honestly, like,
well, who will
like
damn?
I feel like nah.
That's
yeah,
your
yeah,
average?
yeah.
That is crazy.
Nah.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a motion in the ocean, nigga.
Nah.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. But nah, I ain't gonna front. I feel like average to me, like as a man, not to say like I would know, but I'm just curious.
7.
8, 7?
That's average to me.
Nah,
Below a 7?
realistically, like 6.
Yeah,
5,
but
6
is like what's that? Like this?
I don't know.
What's up? 12 inches is like this, like a ruler, right? It's a
Yeah,
ruler.
so we gonna go
No,
like
no,
a
no,
ruler.
half
no.
of this.
This is like 6.5. This is like a
My phone is
what? This is like a 6 inch.
Nah, my
It don't matter.
nah. This phone is like
8.
uh,
It's like 6.
6.
Yeah, it's like
That's
6.5
Damn.
and 6.5. That's what I'm saying. Like, and this ain't that little though. This ain't that little.
this is like
Nigga,
My juice bottle's
honestly,
like-
if you talking like 10, 12, that'd be like the fucking aerosol
Nah.
spray cans and shit like that. You feel me?
Who
Or,
is taking all? That's crazy.
I don't know.
couldn't-
Some girls could do it. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. I didn't see.
I mean, the vagina
It
is a
depend, like,
canal, so
if you're
it can
just-
fit. It's not to say it can't. It's just
Shit.
Nah, if,
nothing but space.
if
I
you're
done seen
taking that
girls-
on a daily basis,
Your vagina is a muscle. It's
Nah,
gonna-
I can't.
Kegels on that shit. 'cause
Nah, Kegels
I'm
is
not even
official.
gonna hold you like.
Y'all do Kegels?
Yeah, of course. I'm
Kegels?
like, and no,
Deadly,
you
deadly,
got
deadly,
to.
deadly.
Like
That's
they,
how you get knocked
you
up.
keep
them
it
Kegels.
together because the first person I ever dealt with, like the person I lost my virginity to, he was on the larger side, and it was like that was the first thing I experienced. So it was like I was able to like know what to do with that, but it's like your vagina is a muscle. Like I don't know how people like I saw this girl talk about she went and got her vagina done and she had to tighten
Yeah, I heard
it.
about that. I heard
And my
about
thing
that.
is
Heard
like.
about that.
Your vagina is a muscle. It births babies. Like your vagina can't be loose. Like as long as you're doing the exercises, can't
Nah,
nobody
that's a
tell me my
fact.
shit
That's a
not
fact.
tight.
That's the
Like,
same
what
thing
you
about the
talking
penis
about?
too, fellas. The same thing about the penis. Cause I be telling.
Work it out.
It's something called edging. Y'all better do a little research. It might help some of y'all
Edging?
niggas. It might help some of y'all niggas. I ain't gonna hold you. You won't be
Oh,
minute man.
man.
Real talk.
Sip
Real
my
talk,
drink.
Real talk. But
That
it's
was
fun-
funny.
It's funny that you said that. That's another question I kind of want to ask y'all. Y'all don't gotta answer. Y'all don't want to, but like when y'all lost your virginities and shit. Like what age? At what age? I'm just curious. 19.
I was 19 in
It's like college,
Harlem.
I thought I was doing bad.
You 19, and then I didn't have sex again after that till I was 21. I was
That's
like,
tough.
I could have just waited, and why did I even just? I could have just kept my virginity for this shit.
You probably
Like-
just wanted to see. Yeah, at that time, you probably just wanted to see what's here. I'm pretty sure all your friends was fucking. You hearing the stories. You like, nah,
I'm
I
not
gotta
even
give you
gonna.
some
The
of this.
situation was wild, but
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Nah.
What you mean? What happened?
It was a wild situation. Like, it was just like, at 29 years old, I would never again in my life get myself in that position again.
What about you?
Like,
if you're gonna put me on blast,
I mean, I'm gonna say.
Mine's was a lot younger than yours was. I lost mine at 13, but I'm gonna blame it on the fact that I started high school at 13 also. So we're gonna blame it on the fact on DOE in the education system and the fact that I was cutting school to smoke weed and to have sex. But I graduated at 16, so don't let that fool you either, you know?
Nah,
but
yeah.
I was moving a little fast.
I mean, listen, man, you ain't the only one. I actually, the first time I got pussy was 18.
Oof.
Feel me? But would y'all consider head and shit sex and all that? Nah, what about you?
Cause it's like, dang, she gave you head and
nope,
like,
it's sex.
If
your significant other got head from somebody else, you tight. It's sex.
Yeah, it depends.
Okay. If my nigga tell me he let some other girl,
you're right, because that's your boyfriend. But if you're a virgin, right, and all you had was oral, that's like the same as the girls that used to suck dick in the church to be like, oh yeah, I didn't break the Lord's rules. Like, all I did was a little butt action, or all I did was a little mouth action. I'm still a virgin.
So you know what's funny? It's a porn star, right? Her name is Aurora Jolie, and she only did anal sex, right? Mm-hmm. And she would claim that she was a virgin because she only did anal. Like, she never did nothing vaginal, da-da-da. And a part of me was just like, she kind of got a point, but then a part of me is like, nah, bitch, like, you getting fucked. Come on now.
It is, like, but it's kind of like if she goes to the doctor and the doctor be like, oh, are you a virgin? They're going to say, yes, she's a virgin, because it depends on
right?
the device they use to check you. They're not going to put that in her because it's going to rip her hymen. Like, so
the
she
speculum?
technically is the speculum. They're not. She's a virgin. Like,
you can talk about it. I know, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
You can talk about it. Don't be shy.
They're not going to put that in her butt and be like, oh, your butthole's mad loose. You've been having sex. That don't count. Like, they don't care about that.
Nah, yeah. I ain't go front. I lost my virginity kind of late.
That's late for a guy, for real.
It is late.
For a girl, like, hers is okay.
You know what it is?
But for you?
Yeah, you know what it is too? Like, I feel like I attributed it to me not really knowing myself. Like, I was probably trying to be somebody I wasn't. And I wasn't being myself, so that's probably why it took so long.
So females was W. They wasn't trying to give you no coons because you was trying to be somebody.
I mean, I don't know if that's the case. That's just how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It could be different reasons.
Were you trying to get it, and were you not?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that's the reason he was being a weirdo, and they were like, no, that's not yourself.
I wouldn't even really say I was being a weirdo. It's just because I was exposed to that type of shit when I was young. Feel me? We're gonna talk about that on another episode, but. I had, I got a little head, so I already knew. I been knew what sex and all that shit was, and you know what I'm saying. Like, I knew I was supposed to fuck bitches, like whatever. Like, yeah, I knew. Like, I knew. But it's just like, I don't know. As I got older, like I said, I didn't really know myself, and I wasn't all the way comfortable. Me personally, like, I was insecure. You know what I mean? Like, when I was younger, I was mad insecure. I'm gonna keep it all the way, but like, I didn't think I was attractive. None of that shit, like. So it kind of played in a part, like with how I approached female. I was shy and all that shit. So I wasn't really proactive about getting ass. I wanted it and I tried in my own way, but I wasn't really on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it was me now, we're gonna take a sip on that.
Did you make up for it though? That's the question. Yeah, he did. You saw the
tenfold,
eyes. Y'all didn't see them eyes. He made up for it.
You know what I mean? 100-fold. Listen, man, I got stories. Listen, it's gonna be another story time. Gonna be coming soon. We're gonna get into it. But yeah, it took me a little minute. I ain't gonna front, but I'm kind of glad I waited though, cause I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of glad I waited because it gave me a better understanding of what I liked. You know what I'm saying? Like what type of females I was attracted to. And as I got older, I would say like certain I guess fetishes and shit I developed, whatever the case may be. I don't think I would have got that shit if I started later on.
I feel like I would.
Early on.
I should have waited longer than 19.
Because
he was saying he was able to figure out what he liked. I'm not really figuring out to what I'm 29 now. What I actually like until maybe like 27.
But
Really?
do you think
Like-
that's because you waited so long to experiment to see what you like, or because you felt like you needed the time to
I
grow?
was kind
to
of like
know?
experiment. How can I say? I was experimenting on my own
Mhm.
and watching things on my own.
Which is not the same.
And I kind of knew what I liked,
Mm-hmm.
but being with a man and feeling okay to do what you like, that's what
Completely
I'm
different, yeah.
exactly. I'm more comfortable now. So things that somebody might have brought to my attention sexually, they might have liked when I was younger. I wasn't with it,
Mm-hmm.
but now as an adult, I'm older. I'm with it, and I'm gonna
She's
leave it
out
at
with
that.
the
But
shit.
yeah, I guess that goes with your maturity, because I feel like for me, like I'm very mature for my age, so
And it's like,
yes, that kind of not only rolled over into like the sexuality, so it's like I'm okay with certain things. It's like I don't feel like I needed much time to be like, all right, this is what I like. I feel like I'm a person that knows like, all right, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, but I'm okay with trying new things. Like,
And-
all right,
Right.
It's-
Now, yeah. Hold on. Wait, say that again.
I'm okay with trying new things.
But what
Yeah.
is new
No.
things?
Because a lot of people
What?
aren't like open to new things. Like they don't.
I
They
think
closed-minded.
it's
A lot of people
finding
are
the right
closed-minded.
person.
I feel
Because
like
a lot of things that I said I wouldn't do, I would do now
the
with the right
person, right.
person. It's the right
yeah,
person.
it definitely depends on if you're feeling a person and be like, all right,
Yeah,
I'll
like
try
how
this
many
for
niggas
you.
back in the
like,
day wasn't eating pussy, saying they wasn't, but they eating it now.
right.
Nah,
Jamming that
that's a
shit
fact.
up, they eating it from the front to the back.
From rooter to tutor. You heard me?
Exactly.
But hold
And
on.
back again.
Well, hold on. Before we close, you feel me? Let me ask y'all one thing. Since y'all the females in the room, what's the worst and the best thing about being a female?
The worst thing is having a period.
Yeah.
I kind of figured that.
Because you know what? If men had periods, it would be a holiday. It would be a work day, sick day.
Yeah.
Definitely would.
Yeah, I'm not coming to work.
The best thing about being a female
Uh-huh.
is the accessories, the tits, the ass.
Mm.
Love it here. I love it.
Me too. Me too.
I have used certain things to my advantage before the
Yes.
accessory, so it does work in
Mhm.
your favor.
Definitely had a few niggas buy purses, buy drinks, everything that didn't even get to even hug me. But it's
Yo.
like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
And this you see what she just said, right?
But-
remember what I said,
You
fellas?
know
Y'all
what?
niggas, y'all 100-pack, 10-pack niggas doing all that shit, and y'all might not get no ass.
But that's because he fumbled. That's because usually they fumble the ass. So it's like you could be doing all these things and don't mean because you bought me a purse, I'm going to automatically fuck you.
Right.
That just means, ooh, you like to spend. Maybe I might give you a double look. Like, because a lot of the times I'm not going to
double
hold
look?
you. Scammer ass niggas is ugly. Like, a lot of them are very, very ugly in the face. So it's like your money
She said a
is
double
what
look.
makes me give you the double look. Like,
I'm not
oh
even
shit,
gonna
he
comment
got
on
on
that.
Hardys, he got on the
Yes.
Marys, he
Yeah,
got on
that's
drip.
funny.
Like, I'm doing a double take. Like, oh, okay. That makes up for the hideousness because a lot of them niggas is ugly. Like, you're a very handsome guy and you work a regular job. And the scammer ass nigga that I could put next to you and they would do a lineup, and if nobody didn't know where y'all work, they would pick you. And that nigga, once they find out about his 100-pack, it's over. You're out of here. He's winning.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
that's
nah,
it.
yeah. Well, you know, like I feel like 9 times out of 10, that I'm cool with that. I'm actually fine with that
Because you know it's
I
real.
yeah, exactly. I want to be with the bitch who gonna fuck with me for me. I ain't gonna lie, I want like any bitch that like, oh yeah,
That's a
you
fact.
like that's cool. You can do whatever you want to do.
But
Feel
y'all
me?
niggas don't want to fuck with us just for us. Y'all want to fuck with us because we look good and because you think our pussy is good. Like, no nigga don't just... They look at you first and be like, oh, you look so good. You look so fuckable. And then they get to know you like, oh, her vibe is dope. This, that, and the third. So excuse the fuck out of me for looking at your pockets
That's not
first.
true.
The same way you're looking at my
That's
ass
true.
first.
That's not all the way true because hold on. I'm talking about me personally. Like whenever I swear to God, I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about the guy community because I'm different from. I feel like I'm different from every
That's
other.
what
nigga.
every guy say. But okay, continue.
Well, if you know me for real, you know that. So, anyways, but I don't necessarily look for that in a female. Like, I mean, of course, it's gonna be levels of physical attraction that I might look for. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like I do like big tits, I do like fat asses, but that's not the end all be all for me. You
but
feel
it's
me?
the beginning stage. It's the first glance, right? It makes you do the double take.
Nah, I do. I be like,
Exactly.
oh
And
yeah,
it's
she
the-
look good.
Exactly.
I be like, oh yeah, she look good. But then once I actually have a conversation and I get to know the person, and that shit not really like
But
she.
But for
she
females,
not.
it's based on a drip sometimes. It's not always.
See,
on
that's
the
what
look.
I'm
It's the
talking.
look and
I'm
the
talking
drip.
about from the male's. I'm talking about from my perspective. Fuck the male's perspective. I'm talking about from my perspective. Feel me? Like, but I can understand though, because image does go a long way. Like, I'm pretty sure if you pull up to a girl with some some whack gear on,
Yeah,
bummy
like,
kicks
even
and
if
shit.
you
like
be the cutest guy ever,
and,
you look like a
you
bum,
know what's
I'm
funny?
not
And
with
I
it.
ain't gonna lie. Like you and that female that really could be your soulmate. She might click on all cylinders, but the fact that you approaching her the way you look, like she gonna be like, hell no,
a
nigga.
homeless person
Get
trying
your
to
bum
approach
ass
me.
out
If
my
I
face.
look like $10 million and you look like a homeless person and you're the sexiest homeless person in the world, then it's like that's like me bagging a homeless person.
I'm not even gonna act like
equally yoked.
Like, it's been times where I didn't like, cause I don't really feel like I look bad, or how I dress bad. But anyway, it's been times where I didn't try to talk. I remember like maybe like once or twice I try to talk to a girl, and the bitches didn't even acknowledge my existence. You feel me? Like she just looking. I'm like, man, bitch, suck my dick, and I'm out of here. You feel me? Like,
your
what the
face
fuck?
probably wasn't enough for her, and your drip wasn't enough to make her double take. Cause that's what's the first look for me. It's the face, and then it's like, he alright, but it's the face and the drip. Like the same way it's the tits and the ass for y'all. Like it's the ass, the face. Let's not forget it's all of that.
I've dated gremlins.
That's a fact.
I've dated
definitely
gremlins
talk to ugly niggas, and if his drip,
his drip out.
If you look so good, it's like, damn, you wear that clothes so good. Just bag the face. The same way y'all niggas put a bag over. Y'all used to say that bag bitches' faces to fuck them because she got the baddest body but the ugliest face.
You a fella and you ugly.
Y'all might have to max out y'all credit cards,
get the drip,
get the ball, man, get you a little Dior sweater, hoodie, whatever.
The drip gonna get you the wet.
There you go.
You gonna wear that shit for 3 years straight.
Nah, it gotta be more than just drip.
It's you gotta have consistent drip.
You gotta be drippy. You gotta have your own
the money to match it.
A nice job. If you
these
ugly,
women
like
is crazy, y'all.
We want to lie because y'all want to lie. Y'all want us to.
I think it's
hold on though. Y'all saying all this shit about the fellas. If y'all not matching that drip, what up?
I don't expect nothing from no.
If you expecting Dior, Bowmans, all this other shit, you feel me?
I can afford it, but my thing is a big female. I can't wear it. Like I can afford it, but I can't wear it. So I expect my man to be dripped out, but I'm gonna be in my Fashion Nova or whatever.
Here we go with the excuses. Here we go with the excuses, y'all. You see the excuses.
Let me go.
On my point of view,
I'm saying, you got to keep the same standard.
Drip don't gotta be deep. Like you could look fine and whatever as long as you put it together well.
You could be in a turtleneck, a Zara turtleneck, and some khakis and a nice
say that though.
But people should know that.
Like, cause you talking scamming drip. Come on, talk about
now. When I say drip, I mean let me be very clear. When I say drip, I not only mean designer drip, I mean drip in your style. Like you gotta be swaggy and know how to dress. Like this right here is drip. You match, you looking good. Everything look good, but if you looking crazy, then I just can't do it. Like it's really about how you
gotta wear the outfit. You can't let it wear you. You can't let it wear you because I ain't gonna front. It be a lot of niggas that be putting on that shit and they be like,
letting that shit wear them look mad doofy. Like you don't even look good in your
tell. You could just tell. You feel me? Like I ain't gonna front. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a scamming nigga. I'm a regular. I'm a regular nigga. Don't get me wrong. I'm a regular nigga. But it be sometimes I be looking at some of these niggas. I'll be like, yo, boy, y'all niggas just put this shit on because y'all could just buy this shit. You feel me? It don't even look good. Y'all just putting on.
Just because it's name brand.
Gangsta, I seen a nigga last night. Feel me? This nigga done had on like 5 different brands. Like Montclair.
I hate that.
Dior. I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, yo, this shit. No, I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, yo, yeah, you got all that shit. That shit do not look well put together. Like you just threw everything on because you know it costs bread. But that shit looks shitty. Yep. Like it look horrible, my nigga. And you want to take pictures.
Outfit. You want to show everybody.
You want to take pictures of that doo shit.
I got on this, that, and the other. But it got to blend.
Nah, that's a fact. Cause your
drip got to blend. It got to match.
I'll pull up to the spot. You have all that shit on, nigga. Bitch see me. She know I look good. I'm looking good. Come on, she gonna fuck with me $1. You heard? What are you talking about?
Yo, it's the cockiness for me.
You gotta be. Nah. I'm not cocky. I'm confident. You feel me? It's a little different. You feel me?
You got it. It's the confidence for me. I respect it. We all need a little confidence.
I'm an alpha male. That's it. So,
we all need a little of your confidence.
Yeah, everybody. But nevertheless, though, we're gonna come to a close. I appreciate y'all coming here. Yo, I had a good time. I ain't gonna lie, like y'all energy. I ain't gonna front. Y'all definitely more than welcome to come back anytime y'all want to just hit my line, whatever the case may be. You feel me? But it's your boy P Dolla. And you already know it's clear the air. We out here. You heard?